Hi guys, Steve Blankard here again with another antique firearms video. Today I want to show you one that I'm particularly excited about. This is a Remington split breech carbine. Now some of you may know that I'm a big fan of Remington rolling blocks, and the split breech carbine is the granddaddy of all of them. These were developed, well, a couple engineers put their minds together and worked on it, but these basically were developed in 1864 for the federal government. This is a Type 2 and it's in 5650 rimfire. This one, the very first ones were the Type 1s. They were made in late 64, but the Ordnance Department in late 64 decided that all carbines should be in 5650 rimfire caliber. So Remington retooled, enlarged it, and beefed it up a little bit to take the 5650 cartridge. Now these were actually manufactured by Savage for Remington, because Remington was running at full capacity. So these split breech carbines are the great granddaddy of the rolling blocks. So for those you're not familiar with it, its name is pretty obvious when you look at the breech mechanism here. The breech block has a big split down the middle that the hammer goes through, and it hits the rim of the rimfire cartridge. So it's a pretty simple, but you can see the basic elements that later became the famous Remington rolling block rifle. So this is pretty neat. To shoot this, I've had to go to a bit more effort. I have made my own 5650 rimfire cartridges, and what I've done is I convert centerfire brass to rimfire. And what it does is I make an offset chamber, if you can see that, and the offset chamber takes a 22 caliber blank as a primer. So I fill the centerfire primer pocket and then move and rechamber out at the edge. Now, if you're interested in more details about that, on my YouTube channel in the Antique Firearms playlist, there's a two-part video series that I walk through the whole process of converting centerfire cases to rimfire, so you can see all the details of how I do it there. So today we're going to go ahead and shoot this. I'm at a fairly short range, only about 25 yards, but we're going to go ahead and send a few rounds down range with it, see how it does. So let me put my hearing protection on and my eyes on. Now, because these have the offset primer, I have to orient the cartridge with that primer at the 12 o'clock position. Okay, here we go. There's one. Two. There's three. So it shoots real nice. You can imagine the firepower this brought. Now these were made in, this probably made in 1865, right at the end of the war. And they were delivered too late for use during the war. So they ended up being put in storage and sold for surplus, and some came back to the country. So they didn't get a lot of use, but you can see how effective it is and how fast a trooper could shoot with these things. So let's take a walk down and take a look at the target. I'm not much of an offhand shot, so I usually shoot from the bench, but let's go take a look at it. I'm going to pause this and we'll take a look. Okay guys, I'm down here at the target, and here is my target. Got all three in the black, which is kind of a surprise, because I say I'm not a really good offhand shot, but it shoots really nicely. It's a neat carbine. It's certainly got potential, so I'm going to do some more load work up with it and reach out 50, 75 yards is realistic. This has a very short barrel. It's only a 20-inch barrel, so you know, the sight radius is really short, so it's, you know, for long range work it'd be pretty tough, but 50, 75 yards, typical cavalry kind of range, it should work pretty good. So, well, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this. Please like the video, subscribe to my channel if you want to see more antique firearms videos, and I've got quite a few on my playlist, and take a look. So thanks for watching. Bye.